fight continues over whether e-signatures should be allowed during Arkansas elections. This comes after elected officials back in April voted to deny them, a decision that didn't sit well for many Arkansans. THV 11's Rebecca Brown joins us with more from a public hearing today. Rebecca, what are their concerns?
Well, Faith, they have several. One of the biggest concerns, not being able to gather signatures electronically, could hurt voter turnout. They also feel as this new rule prevents certain demographics from being able to participate in the voting process.
Voting is an American right. It shouldn't be hard. We shouldn't make it hard.
On Thursday, dozens of people stood in front of the State Board of Election Commissioners to share why e-signatures should be accepted on voter registration forms in Arkansas. This comes after a decision made back in April by the board denying the use of them.
Would be appalled that in 2024 we are still writing paper applications to register.
Either, as our elected people, you all support the idea of fully participatory democracy, or it's a whole nother game.
The board says requiring physical signatures aligns with the Arkansas Constitution and prevents any discrepancies between physical and electronic signatures. However, Arkansans disagree and say this new rule targets certain groups like minorities, those in rural areas, and people with disabilities.
I don't see any difference between this proposed rule and the utilization of Jim Crow rules in the past to disqualify people of color.
We got websites, we've got internet. We've got the ability. Can we just take advantage of that and allow people to use the same capabilities that they have at their house?
A well-known group advocating for this change of using electronic signatures for voter registration is Get Loud Arkansas. Tony Orr, the chairman of the board, says their organization has successfully gathered e-signatures before they were ordered to stop.
So many times people talked about where Arkansas ranked in this country in voter registration, the lowest turnout for voter registration. So with Get Loud, in its inception, was try to raise that awareness of voter registration.
Orr says he hopes the elected officials take everything into consideration as they just want to raise Arkansas up and not be a state that falls behind.
We too fear for our democracy, and we too dissent. This is not okay. We're not going anywhere.
This was a public hearing, so the State Board of Commissioners could not respond back to the comments. However, they did say the next public meeting will be July 15th, where the board will possibly make their final decision.